Millionaire walked in unannounced, and what she saw the black janitor doing changed her life forever. Margaret Linton, one of the richest women in the state, was known for two things: her icy composure and her obsession with perfection. At Linton Enterprises, every corner had to shine, every worker had to move fast, and every mistake was punished quietly but harshly. So when she arrived at the office 2 hours early, unannounced, the security guards panicked. No one expected her at dawn. The halls were dark, silent, except for faint humming coming from the east wing. Margaret followed the sound. It came from the janitor's room. She pushed the door open, ready to catch someone slacking off. But instead, she froze. Inside, on the cold tile floor, sat the black janitor, Thomas Reed, broad-shouldered, quiet, always polite, always overlooked. He wasn't cleaning. He wasn't resting. He was teaching. A young girl, maybe 12, thin, tired-looking, sat beside him with a notebook full of handwritten equations. Her backpack had holes. Her shoes were taped. But her eyes, they were sharp, hungry, brilliant. Thomas guided her gently. "Okay, Maya, try that step again. You almost solved a college-level problem. Don't stop now." Margaret blinked. College level. The girl bit her lip, scribbled, then looked up. "Is this right?" Thomas lit up. "Exactly. You just solved a problem engineers struggle with." The girl smiled for the first time. Margaret stepped in. "What is going on here?" Thomas shot to his feet. "Ma'am, I'm sorry. I know staff isn't allowed to bring family during work hours, but who is she?" Margaret asked. "My daughter," he whispered. "Maya." The girl stood respectfully. "Good morning, ma'am." Margaret had seen hundreds of employees, but never a child who stood so confidently while wearing clothes that had clearly survived years too long. "Why is she here this early?" Margaret asked. Thomas hesitated. "Her school bus doesn't come to our neighborhood anymore. Too dangerous. So I bring her here at 5 every morning so she's safe until school starts." "And you tutor her?" "No, ma'am," he said softly. "She tutors me sometimes. I barely finished high school. But she's gifted. I'm trying not to fail her." Margaret glanced at the notebook. Advanced calculus. Engineering diagrams. Notes in perfect handwriting. "Maya," Margaret said slowly, "who taught you all this?" "No one, ma'am. I just read. Dad brings home old manuals people throw away. I learn from those." Margaret felt something twist in her chest. She had spent millions bringing in consultants who couldn't solve problems this girl could probably fix in minutes. Maya continued, shy but honest, "I want to build things that last. Things that don't break in poor neighborhoods." Thomas closed his eyes, embarrassed, as if the dream was too big. Margaret sat down beside them. "Show me your favorite problem," she said. Maya hesitated. Then she flipped to a page, her own design of a compact, low-cost water filtration system. Margaret stared. This wasn't just clever. This was genius. Pure, unpolished genius sitting on a janitor's floor at dawn. "Thomas," she said quietly, "you work night shifts, don't you?" "Yes, ma'am." "And then you stay awake to help her?" "As long as she needs." Margaret wasn't a woman who got emotional. But she felt her throat tighten. "You've been doing all this in silence," she said. Thomas shrugged. "I'm a janitor, ma'am. People don't usually want to hear my story." Margaret stood. "Well, I want to hear it now." She placed her hand on Maya's notebook. "I'm offering your daughter a full scholarship. From elementary school through university, tuition, books, transportation, all covered. No conditions. No debt. Just her brilliance and my support." Thomas stared, stunned. Maya's eyes filled with tears. "And," Margaret added, turning to Thomas, "starting today, you're no longer a janitor. You will lead facility logistics. Higher pay. Better hours. You earned it long before I noticed." Maya threw her arms around her father. Thomas tried to hold back tears, but failed. Margaret walked out quietly. she came to catch someone slacking. Instead, she discovered the brightest mind she'd ever seen, hiding behind a mop bucket. And for the first time in years, the millionaire felt proud, not of her company, not of her power, but of the lives she could change if she finally started looking in the right places.